Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Inspiring Stories. And this time, you're going to want to get a pen and a paper, whatever type of paper you'd like to use. You're going to want to take some notes. Clip, I'm excited to hear.
Thanks, April. Today's story is about rejection. Rejection, and we all don't like rejection, but I'd like to say that I probably have been rejected more than anybody that I know. In 40 years of sales and sales management, I think I've been rejected over 100,000 times. So how do I deal? A lot of people ask me in my coaching too, how do you deal with rejection? And I said, I started to think about this and I came up with 6 different things. I guess steps would be it. So if you have your pen and paper, you might want to take these down because this is how I deal with rejection. So number 1 is the first thing you have to do is you have to remove the emotion from getting the rejection. And I know that's easier said than done, but I learned a very valuable lesson when I was back in college, one of my first business course classes. And they were talking about the world being abundant or markets being abundant. And, one of the things that this professor said is she said, the world is abundant. It's not, and as a salesperson, if you become a salesperson, you have to understand that it's an infinite market. The market goes on and on and on and is always growing for you. So losing a sale is just a part of the process. It's nothing to get emotional about. So that's the first thing, is understand that it's an abundant market and you have to take the emotion out. Hopefully that helps you take the emotion out of it. 2 is determine why or what happened. If you can determine that, hey, I goofed somewhere, certainly, or maybe I rushed in with an offer that they didn't want or see, or I didn't listen to understand them, or I didn't find out what their true needs were, or something happened there, that will help you once the emotion is out, because now we can make a business decision, right? And then 3 is discover the opportunities for improvement. Once you get that why, what are the opportunities here that I could do to get improvement? One of those things that I always like to say is hire a coach. Bring somebody in that can watch you make a sales call and watch you present your product and help you with the technique that might be able to improve your performance, right? And 4th is then create a plan, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to, not only do we have to understand the opportunities for improvement, but we got to create a plan to improve and to get better at what we do. And then 5 is become comfortable with not knowing why. And I love this one because it's a hard one, right? Because we can go on for months sometimes thinking about that big sales call or that big promotion, and you can't figure out why they didn't give you that job. And I got passed up on many promotions in the big companies that I work from, and some of them I couldn't figure out why they didn't promote me. I thought that I had done everything that I needed to do to take the next step with the company. But the fact is, in some cases, you'll never know why. And it's not worth going crazy trying to figure out. Just accept the fact that you're not. In selling, they could be buying from Uncle Harry the same product that you're trying to sell them. They're never going to tell you that. And you're going to worry what you did. Well, what did I do wrong? Did I say this? Did I do this? Did I not present this properly, or whatever it was? And it has nothing to do with any of those things sometimes. Sometimes it just is. And we'll never know. And then the last one is get back in the game quickly. Hey, there's just got to go and do it over again. Do it over and over and over and over again until that you find the person that is receptive to you or to your offers or to you as to whatever you want to be in life.
It is all about who or what is next as you wrap up your 6. And we look forward to everyone sharing their stories about this process and which number resonated with them. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again for our next inspiring story. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, April.